What's up, YouTube? Octane Militia here. Gonna do a quick review of the KFI Stealth Winch 5,000 pound capacity I bought over the weekend, and the install. The install was relatively easy. Made it somewhat difficult because I decided to run it on my pre-runner bumper, which is not made for this winch, so there was a little bit of tweaking involved to be able to run it. It's a little bit thinner. It's not quite the wide spool fair lead you would expect to run on this, so I did a little adapting and made it work the best I can. But all in all, it turned out quite well, very clean. I did the install all myself. It took a few hours, but you could see down here it tucks up real nice and neat, and you know, up and out of the way. Very easy to engage, disengage. It came very highly recommended from the guy I usually get all my parts from, the Octane toy box down here in Northwest Washington. Great guy, super knowledgeable, and very fair on pricing. But yeah, if you look up in here, it tucks up. It doesn't touch anywhere. I used the custom pre-runner bumper. Drilled the holes, and I just added a extra protection and plate underneath to be able to hold this baby in place. Up here in the Northwest, you don't do as much like deep mud riding as you would say in a lot of my riding was done in Virginia before, but I'm in the military, obviously, as you guys know from my page, so we do a lot of mud riding in Virginia. So if I ever get sent back there, I plan on keeping this machine for a while because I'm absolutely in love with it. We'll talk about that more later, but yeah, I wanted a 5,000 pound winch to be able to pull me and anyone else out of any trouble that comes my way. I tried to do the best I could on the install to make it look very well done up. I take a lot of pride in making my shit look as stock as possible, and you know, looked like it was done right at the factory. So I think it all turned out really well. There wasn't too many components involved. Obviously there was you had a few switches, and we're gonna get over all the components, but I didn't do the install video just because I was doing it for the first time myself, and I didn't want to you know, take the trouble of having to figure it all out and then do it all in an install. But we'll go to how it looks, you know, inside the Maverick here, and show you exactly how smooth it all operated. So this is what it looks like all together here. You get this manual. It's all a sealed unit. It's got a great warranty on it, and everyone up here just had nothing but great things to say about it. I was gonna go with the Warren. Everyone knows that Warren is a well-proven winch, but you know, they're just so damn expensive. This thing was, I think it was just over 400 bucks out the door, 5,000 pound, great warranty. The guy I bought it from said that, you know, he's had no issues with them coming in the past, and he recommended them because he's had tons of Warrens fail, but nothing of this nature. You'll see it comes with, I installed this nice little rocker datch switch. When you turn the key on, it illuminates, and it's real easy to use. For if you're just sitting in the, say you're pulling somebody out or whatever, you can just sit in your seat and let it all get done. It's very, it's not loud either. It's quiet, smooth. It's a very low draw winch, so it doesn't take hardly any battery power to run it. The other cool thing about this is it comes with a, let me shut this off real quick. It comes with a very long, I think it's a 15-foot cord that hooks into this cool little slot right here. You guys see I drilled a hole and I made it look as best I could to be able to fit in there, but if you were to just pop this off, the cord, 15-foot cord, plugs into this socket, and then you can operate the winch from 15 feet away, a safe distance in case anything happens. You can go all the way out real far. So I really like it so far. I opted to mount all the electronics for the winch up underneath over here, so that because it's a pretty dry spot in there, and It retains just a a good amount of heat in case any moisture gets in the box. It'll end up getting it all out of there. But it was all very, very easy install. It was just a little time consuming because of the typical wiring and making sure everything fits right and zip tied and the whole nine. But I haven't used it yet. I've definitely played with it outside. 5,000 pounds I want to see what it's capable of. I locked the Maverick up and I put my truck in neutral and I pulled my truck down the road like a joke. So I have an F-150. So I mean, you're looking at a few thousand pounds right there, and it did it with a breeze. So and it did it without draining the battery. Didn't have to keep on the gas. As long as the machine was running, there was absolutely no stuttering from the winch whatsoever. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos of it in action, and I hope to use the crap out of it, and really hope it's very, very smooth. If we're to go ahead right here real quick, and you can see if you want to just release it, it's that easy, and it's supposed to stay that easy for life. And you just come up here. Yeah, as you see, we just disengaged the winch. Very, very easy to pull out. Smooth operation. It's very, you can always do it. You can just do it with one hand, pull it to wherever you want to, hook up to whatever you want, and then it's very, very quiet when it relatches in. I don't know, it just seems like a really good, well-built product. There's not a hell of a lot of reviews out there, so when I get this thing in action, I'm definitely going to show everybody, what it's like, what it's capable of, and whether I recommend it or not. I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything like that, so I'm just going to give you real deal reviews on how I feel about them. I'll show you guys real quick how this works. You just pop the cover out, that thing snaps in there, and it's attached to a 15-foot cord that goes all the way to this little blue rocker switch. In and out, and you can go quite a ways away from the machine and still feel pretty safe. So here we are, right about here, maxed out. You can tell that's a good long ways. That's got to be at least 15 feet or so. So it's pretty handy. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera over here. Actually, we can go all the way over here and show you guys what it's like when it reels in, if you want. Let me just park this camera right here real quick. Give me a couple seconds. Now that we're over here, just use the handle, push the button, and then, oh, hang on, I gotta reset the winch. That's it. From here you just boom, locked into place. Real easy, no problems whatsoever. Quiet, smooth, efficient. I think this thing's gonna be pretty badass.